Every episode on Celebrity Encounters Podcast, we interview real people just like you sharing their own personal celebrity encounters. And with a little storytelling help from us and a few surprises from here in Las Vegas, this is Celebrity Encounters Podcast.
I'm Alan.
I'm Harlan.
And we're here on Celebrity Encounters. And today, from Chicago. Live from Chicago.
Oh, he's live. This isn't a robot.
No, this isn't a robot. It's not even AI. It's Roger.
Roger!
Yay!
So, Roger.
Hey, guys.
Hey, welcome to the show. We're very excited to have you here. We understand that you have a celebrity encounter with somebody I'm about to geek out on. Tell us, who is it?
It is the chief engineer of the Starship Enterprise, Scotty, played by James Doohan.
Dun, 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 dun. No, that's the wrong theme song.
Space, the final frontier.
I have no idea, Roger. It's the first thing
that was Raiders.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, wrong show, wrong celebrity.
That's right, Scotty the Raider from Star Trek.
Scotty was the engineer that made sure the dilithium crystals worked.
Damn it, Jim, she can't take anymore. Tell us about your encounter.
Right. Well, I found out that he was going to be in town in Vegas when we lived there. And it was right before the first Star Trek movie came out. So the TV series had been off the air for several years. And the fan base for Star Trek had grown immensely. And they decided, you know what, let's make a movie. And so they did. It turns out the first one didn't really meet the fans' expectations. And so kind of the direction of the movies, the creative direction kind of changed, starting with the second one. It was right before this movie came out. And I found out that Doohan was going to be in town. And I arranged to meet him at the Sahara Hotel in one of their huge convention rooms. It was completely empty except for two chairs. It was me and him. And I got to him in advance of the release of the first movie. And if you remember from the TV show, Scotty, even though his first name was Scott, but they called him Scotty because he had what kind of an accent?
Scottish.
Well, Irish.
No, he was
a Scottish accent.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they didn't call him Irish or something. That's right. Real quickly, side story. So I was doing a project in Scotland, right? And I'd never been there before. And I get to the airport and I hop in a taxi, and the driver, of course, has that beautiful Scottish accent. And I'm like, I know you get asked this all the time, but would you please say for me, damn it, Jim, she can't take anymore. And then I see him looking in the rearview mirror at me, and he's like, damn it, Jim, she can't take anymore. And does this beautiful Scottish accent. And then I go, don't worry, I'm going to tip you for that. He's like, you better. Yeah, no, that accent was he actually Scottish in real life? Was because his accent was really good.
He may have had a little Scottish ancestry, but he was known for being able to do almost any accent from any part of the world. If he had heard it once or twice, he just chose to do a Scottish accent because that was the character on the show and in the movies. A fluent, no accent English, talking regular, no problem.
Here's the little factoid, okay? The Scottish accent was one of many that he did. But when he was asked about it, he chose the Scottish accent because he said Scots make the best engineers.
Okay.
And that's what he told the press. But he also voiced over 50 characters in the animated Star Trek series.
Really?
Yeah, which a lot of people don't know.
No, I had no idea.
Yeah, it's real interesting.
Yeah.
No, I'm kind of curious, is like contemplating this. Was it written into the script that he was going to have a Scottish accent, or did he get the show and then he was like, hey?
Yes.
Really?
Right.
Yeah.
It wasn't written into the show. He made it.
Wow. And that turned out to be a huge thing. I mean, because I can't imagine like him going, well, Kirk, I think, blah, blah. And it just, as good an actor as he was, like that accent really brought his character to life.
Absolutely.
Huh. You heard it here, folks. Let me try that.
That's right.
You heard it here first, folks.
And the interesting thing is he was born and raised in Canada.
Really?
Yes.
So can he do a Canadian accent?
I don't
sure
know.
He could. If, a little hard right now, but back in the day, I bet you he could.
That'd be funny. He was born with a Scottish accent. His mom's like, what's happening?
People are born with silver spoons in their mouth.
Yeah.
I never understood how they got it out.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sorry, Roger. All right. So
the funny thing is, he did the interview without an accent, and I just asked the same question you did towards the end of the interview.
Oh.
Because I kind of had in my mind how I wanted to fashion this interview with him, which aired on the Associated Press radio network. It was a 5-minute long feature that you can get up on my SoundCloud account, and you can listen to it after all these years. And I said, I kind of want to put your voice, your Scotty voice, with a piece of audio from the TV show, which I was going to get from the local TV station that aired the reruns. And he says something to the effect of, well, I guess people wouldn't know that I had a Scottish accent unless I said it. And I segued that in to the line that you had. As soon as people, kind of what you said about the TV show, I guess if people stop taking showers with their clothes on, I can get you warp speed.
Way to go, naughty Scotty.
That's
naughty Scotty. Oh my God.
That's good. That's good.
And I'm thinking about what you guys said about that he knows how to do all these accents. I'm sorry, if somebody sat down and gave me that line, I'm like, okay, every question I want you to do it in a different accent. Let's hear your Russian, your Japanese. I'm going to test you there, Scotty. I'm going to see, can you really do 50 accents?
Well, I guess when he was doing the animated series, there's a lot of voices in that animated series that he did on there. So
I'm going to have to go rewatch that now just to like, oh, there he is again. There he is again.
It was a big deal, that animated series. So.
Oh, no doubt. Roger, can you do any accents?
Which accent?
Anyone. Can you do 2 different accents? Let's test you. Let's see if you're as good as Scotty.
I've got enough trouble with basic English. If I try to, I can do, maybe if I talk like this a little bit,
You sound like my grandfather. You're doing my grandfather.
That's this is such a deal you should know from. If I do the old man, and then you got to go here with this, and you got to go there with that. And I do a Jackie Mason. That's about it.
I was just at a huge Passover dinner here in Las Vegas. 80 people, all entertainers from the Strip, that kind of thing. Half of them sounded exactly like you, Roger. So I will validate your accent perfect for my Jewish grandfather's sound. Yes, that is the accent. That's awesome. So you're in this giant room. There's 2 chairs in the middle of it. again, this is feeling very stalker to me.
He's good at that.
Yeah, clearly. No other human beings, just the two of you. Was there a bright light at least on Scotty where you interrogated him?
No, it was just regular, room overhead lighting. They had set up 2 chairs in there. I'm not even sure who brought him in, maybe his agent or somebody. I don't even remember why he was in Vegas, because the big deal was that after all these years, after the TV show, they were coming out with this first movie. And that was the big deal. And nobody in the movie had been talking about it yet.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not going to say I had a scoop, but my report did air nationwide. So
I'm saying
don't know.
You got a scoop. He was scoopy.
He was very scoopy.
Yeah. Have you had a lot of scoops throughout your career?
At Baskin Robbins, he has.
I've had a handful, if we're not talking about ice cream.
That's good. Oh.
So which scoop of ice cream do you like the best at Baskin Robbins?
Scottish cream.
Mint chocolate chip.
Mint chocolate chip. I like that. Did you know that Scotty was in World War II and he was in D-Day and he was...
The movies or
for real.
Oh,
he was shot 6 times. He lost a finger, which he often hid while they were shooting Star Trek.
Wow. I didn't know he was that old. And which country was he fighting for? The Scots or us?
I don't know. He was in World War II and he was in D-Day, so...
Did this come up in your interview with him, Roger?
No, not at all. We were talking about the movie and about Star Trek.
Okay.
Oh, and a quick little note. I am now, I have been for about a year or so, Facebook friends with his son.
Oh. Is his son in the business?
And no, his son, well, yeah, actually his son is an actor. His son is an actor and has somebody a number of years ago started producing the original Star Trek series after like continuing it, but set in the original Star Trek, the original series, as they're known, and the son played the engineers, his first role, and it's an online series. It was independently produced. They used the original set and costumes that they were able to get permission to use, and produced, I want to say maybe 10 episodes, and they're online. And
never knew that.
And he's on Facebook, and yeah, but again, it was an online series, so it really wasn't promoted very well. It was not associated. Paramount. It was not associated. They got some kind of special waiver.
I'll be darned. So you're back in this
very,
giant
very
room.
good.
You're in the giant room. You've got Scotty in the chair, and you're asking him about the movie stuff. Did you get off the movie stuff at all and ask him any other gotcha questions or weird questions or anything that would be the scoop?
No. Just a little bit about just a little bit about his life, and obviously I kind of added 1 or 2 questions once he opened his mouth and started to say, "Hi, how you doing?" And there was no Scottish accent, and I'm thinking, okay, I might have to change my line of questioning here a little bit. And that's when he told me about there's no accent he can't do if he's able to hear someone do it for a minute or so, and he can copy any accent. And he was on stage. He has a big stage background in
Musicals
acting
or dramas. Musicals or dramas.
Dramas. I don't see him singing up a storm.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I'm now trying to envision West Side Story. Is he, in that with the Scottish accent, or Or no, he would be doing, what was that, Brooklyn?
He could do Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I'm
He
sure
could
he
do a
could
Brooklyn
do
accent. Sure.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
Are you
Yeah.
funny? Like
We've got a whole nother.
funny?
Yeah, well, we got another scoop from Roger. That's 2 scoops today.
Yes. Now I'm getting hungry for ice cream.
I know.
Baskin Robbins.
Yeah.
They,
Well, you
they
can
were
read
the biggest scoop.
Celebrity Encounters Podcast sponsored by Baskins and Robbins.
Baskin Robbins.
Please
Why
send
haven't
us
you
drugs.
guys done it already? Come on. You're
Yeah,
scooping.
Alan, get right on that.
Well, Roger, it's been great talking to you today. I love talking about Star Trek. I've been a Trekkie since the beginning. I loved William Shatner. I loved The Next Generation. The movies were great. The series continues. They keep updating it, and it's really a statement on what life is today and on how to go through life. So I love Star Trek. I think it's great that you had that celebrity encounter with Scotty, who is not Scottish, who is Canadian.
Mind's blown.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us today, all the way from the Windy City of Chicago.
Woohoo!
Yeah. And if anyone wants to read a little bit more about encounters, I'm sure you'll throw up the picture. It's in my book called The Unplanned Life. Talks about my life and all my scoops and my encounters and a whole bunch of other stuff.
The picture on the front cover of that book
Yes.
is Roger on Lakeshore Drive, stuck in a snowstorm where he had to leave his car and get out because there was so much snow. How much snow was there at that particular time?
If imagine the top of the door, or not window, but the top of the door before it gets to the window, the snow was blowing. It was actually ice crystals coming off the lake and snow blown up to that level.
Nothing
where they
could
actually
move.
had to have plows come in and plow the roadway and shovel out the cars. There are pictures of a bus with snow blown through the entire bus after they got the people off and brought everyone to hospitals because people had been left out there and their cars died. And there was a lot of frostbite. And I didn't get home until almost 24 hours after I had left my job.
Wow.
And just
They called it Snowmageddon.
Just a little side. Roger's book, I'm in the book.
Oh.
So-
He's in the book
I'm in the book. Yes, he sent
several
you one
times. Yeah.
and signed it too.
Wow. Well,
But
maybe
it's
you should-
personalized. So
That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
Now it's not worth anything, so don't worry
right,
about
it ain't worth the paper it's written on.
Because it said to Alan.
Right.
And you know there's no value in that.
That exactly. So thanks again, Roger.
Thanks for being here. This is Celebrity Encounters Podcast. Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Thanks.
See you next time.
Thanks for tuning in today, and if you enjoyed our show, please subscribe, rate, and review our podcast on all your favorite platforms. We'll see you next week with the next episode of Celebrity Encounter Podcast.